Today I want to share what I made with the 5th fabric from my Fabric Wheel of Fate. Stay tuned to see how many garments that I made. I'm down to the last spin, so I will share that fabric in a moment, what I'm going to be making next. Let's talk about what I sewed with this Beyond the Pink Door fabric. I received this knit fabric in one of my Think Pink subscription boxes. I looked back through my ebooks trying to find it, and it's been a while, so I've had it in my stash for probably a year or longer, because I know when I glanced at the ebooks, I didn't see it in the past years. This lilac fabric, it contains, I believe, viscose and probably some polyester, and I'm not sure what else. But it is a very drapey rib knit. I did find it fairly easy to sew, but the drapiness did cause some issues. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. This fabric was large enough that I was able to cut out 2 garments. I'll talk about the main one first and then share what I made with the remnant. I chose to make FibreMood Griselda, which is a jumper pattern. This is the line drawings. If that doesn't show up well, I'll insert some photos anyway, and the line drawings. But the FibreMood Griselda jumper is a fall and winter jumper pattern. It's featured in their pattern book 31. Now, I purchased this just as a PDF download, and I found the instructions very easy to follow. They have it marked as a 2 out of 5 as far as the difficulty, and it was a fairly simple construction. Now, it does have a shawl collar, and that is the part that I think I could have done a little bit better, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's first talk about sizing. Now, based on their recommendation, it says choose your size based on the bust measurement. Pick the size that is the best for your bust. So when I looked at this and I found my bust measurement, well, I'm going to back up just a moment. So their sizing goes from extra small to triple XL. However, like if you go by like the numerical sizes, 02 is extra small, 46 is a small, 810 medium, large 12, 14, extra large 16, 18, and on up. And I found that my measurement was between like a 16, 18, but it still fell in that extra large category. And that's what I chose to make. It does not have the finished garment measurement, but I'll insert a photo here in a moment of me wearing it, and you'll see that I think that it has, it's oversized, which I think they describe it as being an oversized jumper. So let me just read what they wrote about that. So it says, every winner deserves a comfy jumper, and this time it's up to Griselda to steal the show. Her comfortable fit makes Griselda a casual beauty, while the collar provides the classic touch. From couch hopping to cozy coffee dates and office days, Griselda accompanies you with pleasure. Pair with your favorite Babette jeans for the ultimate comfort look, or opt for a stylish maxi skirt such as Fosta for a dressier result. Now, in my photos, I've paired it with jeans and a belt. But let me show you my sweater. This is the sweater. It has this beautiful shawl collar that has a seam at the back. And for drapey fabrics or thinner fabrics, they want you to cut 4 of the shawl collar pieces. because you're going to make a double layer. And if your fabric were thicker, you would just make a single fabric, and you would use a binding on it to cover the raw edge. And the instructions for this are fairly clear, but I did go watch their little video, because they have a video that shows you how to do the shock collar. And then I thought I understood it, but I slept on it so that I would make sure that I understood it. And then when I went to sew it the next day, it made sense as I was sewing it. But I did end up with just a little bit of a pucker on this side, where I think I either didn't clip in the corner quite right, or I sewed too far. I'm going to see if I can fix that. But I wanted to get this video out to you, so I'm going to make the change later. And I think it's very comfortable, but I feel like it's still too large for me. I probably could have gotten by with making just a large. It does have a fairly deep hem on the sleeves and on the bottom. And I noticed that in my photos, I think it's this side, it seems like it looks a little bit longer, like maybe the hem is stretched and then is uneven. But then when I went and looked at all the photos from their images that they have online, they have made a version that is in drapey fabric, and theirs looks the same way. And their other thicker fabrics, no, it's not as obvious. So I'm not sure if it is intentional, or if it really is like stretched. But I feel like it's also a little long. And I'll insert a little video clip here in a moment of me wearing it untucked and then wearing it tucked. And I believe I prefer the way it looks with it tucked over the untucked, with it being drapey. You can let me know what you think in the comments, because I really would like some feedback. But I'm thinking that I should maybe cut the sleeves and cut the hem and re-sew the side seams and take it in maybe by a ½ inch or maybe even an inch on each side, and then re-hem it. And I thought about, since I'm wanting to wear it probably tucked, I may even leave the bottom unhemmed, since the fabric won't fray. And I would love to hear your feedback on that. What do you think? If I should rehem it, or leave it as it is, or make the changes? And if I should not hem the bottom, if I should just cut it and let it hang, because I can't tell. I need another eye or eyes to let me know if it looks like it's stretched. So I would greatly appreciate some feedback. Also want to note that I did use Mariflex thread with a jersey needle to sew this, and I did sew it on this Singer Quantum Stylist sewing machine, and I had no trouble with actually sewing it. And then I used my overlocker for my inside seams, and it's a pretty rainbow colored thread. I don't know if you can see that, but I was really happy with how it sewed up and how quickly it came together. So I highly recommend the pattern, but I would size down at least one size. I want to insert my video footage now, and leave in the comments below your tips. Moving right along, I'm going to talk about what I made with my remnant. I was happy that I was able to get 2 makes. It is a beautiful fabric. And this second make, I feel like it is a little oversized also, and I think it is just the nature of the fabric that I probably could have sized down, but I made a pattern that I've made before, and it's just Stich Lego tank, and that is a very nice free pattern. So she does have this great tank top that is size 00 to 20, and it's been around for years, and it's a favorite among a lot of people. And I've made it, I think, two, maybe three times, I think. And they all fit me differently because I've made them out of different fabrics. This is the one out of the snip fabric, and I'll insert a photo. And I did do like ribbing. I use self fabric for my ribbing around the armholes and the neckline. And I felt like the neckline went in really well. And I like my little rainbow serger thread. Now on the arms, I did get a few places a little bit more narrow. It's not perfectly even, but I can live with that. And I did top stitch down all of my seams. I just felt like it looked better with it stitched down because it was wanting to flop up a little bit, and I didn't want it to do that. And then for the hem, I just overlocked it and then turned it up by a ½ inch and stitched it down. There's not much to say. It's I'm not sure if I'll wear it as a layering piece or if I will wear it for exercise or if I'll wear it on its own. But it's a very pretty top, and I feel like it is a little loose, and I think it is because of the fabric. Just because that is a little bit stretchier rib knit. But it's a great top. I'm very happy with both makes, really. But I will have to, I think, tweak the Griselda jumper. Again, let me know what you think about that. And so we're down to only one fabric left on my wheel. You'll see I have X's on all these others. This is the only fabric left on the wheel. So let me show you about it. It is this beautiful lightweight cotton. I'm not sure how much I have of this. I think I probably have at least a couple of meters, maybe a little more. So I'm not sure if I have enough for a dress or a shirt, but I think it'll be a fun project to work on. I'm looking forward to getting it sewed and then completing my first fabric wheel of fate. So stay tuned for that. I did get both of my makes from this time completed in the month of April, and then I'm wearing my previous make, my fourth make, and I'm very happy with this. So I think that's all that I got sewed up in the month of April. Thank you for watching my Fabric Wheel of Fate Make 5 video, and I will be out with my 6th video later this month. Go check out some of the other YouTubers that are participating in this challenge. Carol at So Carol, she created this hashtag, and she has a list of everyone who is participating, or at least that is actively participating currently. So go check out those people. I also want to thank all my new subscribers. I appreciate you joining me in my sewing journey, and also a little bit about life. I want to close out today's video by sharing some photos from life. Brian and I went on a little long weekend for my birthday, and I'm going to share a few little video clips there. We went to Bryson City, North Carolina, and we had spent some time on a couple of lakes, got in a good long hike, and it was very nice. I'm also going to compile a separate video with the more footage from the trip. So if you want to watch that, stay tuned for that. in a few days. It will not have any sewing content, really. I did wear some meme maids, but I'm basically just gonna share it so that if I want to go back and watch it later, it'll have memories, but you might enjoy some of the footage too. However, for this video, I'm just going to share a little bit of the footage, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video.